usually.
I think you're reflecting on it, but don't. You're not that guy anymore. So if you do talk about it, there's definitely a separation from who you were to who you are now. So don't feel like, I kind of want to protect myself because, dude, I fucking slam doors. I fucking pretty aggressive sometimes, but it's all about growing.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we're here to talk about too. Is like, we all fucking go through some shit, but it's like what we overcome and learn from. And I remember just a shout out to Gordon man.
The man.
Hey, Gordon.
I remember I was like at Gordon's house in like high school, and I'm chilling with him, and I fucking get a phone call, and I'm like, I pick it up, and it's you, and you're like, Gabe, I'm at, I forget where, but you describe it to me, and it's pretty much the crazy house. And listeners at home, when I say crazy house, I don't mean to belittle anybody, by the way. This is a little like a little asterisk thing. Just making light of what it was, but
Gabriel's using what we in business call colloquialism.
Marketing. That's your word.
Hell yeah.
Colloquialism.
Where it's just you're taking something and you're just making it like a common term that.
There you go.
But it's not meant to.
But I would like to talk about that. I remember you did call me up and you're like, yo, I'm in, I forget what it was.
Was it John George?
No, so I was actually at the Kaiser Permanente in Santa Clara in their psychiatric ward.
Mm-hmm. And keep in mind, outside of that, if someone's just chilling, having fun with their friend, and then get a call like that, it's
especially
like,
how old were you?
Dude, I was young as fuck. I was like 17. I wasn't even 18 yet.
So you guys were both.
I think you're younger than that.
Maybe might have been.
Probably like 16.
16. Going
so you guys
on
are
17.
both 16.
Yeah.
I mean, imagine getting a call like that at 16.
Yeah, and you're like, wild. And I could tell by the tone of your voice, you're like, hey, Gabe, like, can we talk? And I was like, oh, yeah. And I just told Gordon, like, hey, I gotta go talk. And then we just talked for like, I don't know, maybe an hour. But could you talk about like leading up, how you got there, what was going on? And the reason I want to talk about this is because everybody, honestly, listeners, you, me, Technician Vic, we all got blemishes and shit. And in terms of like what we've been through, it doesn't really define us. I think if you're able to talk about it, only others could benefit from it.
Yeah, I've done some things that I'm not super proud of. And
yeah.
So.
Hey, that's all of us. But yeah, I'd love to kind of just share about, what happened that day. And
if I'm smiling through your story, that's because
it's because he's very handsome. That's why I'm smiling.
It's just a natural reaction, dude. I'm just a smiler, dude.
I mean,
so
you've heard the story before. You were one of the first people. I think you were the first person I called.
Yeah.
But yeah, what led up to it? It was just a really bad argument. I fucking forgot what we were talking about, but I think fast forward, we end up breaking up. Right. And then it's just like, oh, we got to get back together, blah, 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 blah. And then, she starts hitting me with a no. And then being like 16-year-old me, I'm just like, fuck, I feel like I need to control this. I can fucking handle this. I can change what's going to happen. Mm-hmm. And then, she just kept telling me no. That fucking pissed me off. Right?
I like that. I like how he's like, I'm more responsible now, but it fucking pissed me off.
But, yeah, so I got super pissed because she was just like, I don't want to do this and blah, 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 blah. And then, yeah, dude, I think it was like 12 o'clock or 1 a.m. in the morning. I was just on some shit. Not like any drugs or like methamphetamines.
He was on fucking 16-year-old hormones.
I was on like 16-year-old fucking man powerful. Strength.
Whoa. And I'm sure even leading up to this fight, being a teenager, you guys have already had like your arguments and your disputes.
Oh yeah,
so
way too many. This was like a 4 or 5 year relationship, and it was just extremely like patchy with, shit. Like if we never really repaired anything at the time. It was just kind of like, we'll let it pass, whatever. So I think it was just a lot of pent up, built up bullshit. But what's it called? Yeah, I got super mad, and I said, I'm gonna burn your fucking house down.
The classic, I'm gonna burn your fucking house down.
I mean, who hasn't said that? I haven't, but I mean, have you guys? Maybe you guys out there haven't said that or have.
I'm gonna burn your fucking house down. You're serious. In the moment. This was.
I don't think I said it. I think I texted it, so it was just terrible.
Oh, that's bad. She
now
probably
it's like
reread that
physical.
like
She read
5
that,
times.
like,
And there's a
oh,
paper
shit.
trail now.
Well,
So the
there
cops
was
will
a
come-
paper trail,
they'll come back
and
to you.
yeah, so I sent that text.
Okay, so this is you at that 16. You go, I'm gonna burn your fucking house down, and
you're
you
like,
go,
Yeah,
Add it-
I said-
I'm gonna add
I
it-
said,
add
I
it-
said,
just like
fuck
add
it.
an exclamation mark. I think that'll make it real serious.
Yeah, so I definitely did not think that entire situation through, and come maybe 1-2 hours later, get
What are
a
you
knock
doing?
at what?
oh sorry,
I'm sleeping.
okay.
Sleeping.
Was that the
dude.
last thing you sent to her?
That was the last thing I sent.
Wow, what a bad motherfucker. You think-
But you're also a liar because you're sleeping. You told her you're gonna burn her house down.
yeah, now look at you.
That's kind of too.
No wonder
negative.
she disliked you, dude. You never followed through on your word.
Fuck. I mean, I'm glad I didn't. But the fuck?
Maybe you're doing this interview from San Quentin, dude.
Nah. But yeah, like a couple hours later, we get a knock on the door. There's a police car, and then there's an ambulance vehicle, right? And police dude talks to my mom. Hey, we're looking for blah 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 blah. This is your son. He said this. We have the text. Blah blah blah.
Oh shit.
And then, yeah, dude, the fucking ambulance is just like, hey, we have to put you in the stretcher because now, you are deemed as a danger to oneself or others, which is a police code of 5150. So I got that. And then it was just super funny during the ambulance ride. Like, the dudes were hella cool. I remember the whole ride. They're like, dude, you're hella young. They're like, they're like EMTs. Like, you're hella young. Like, what the fuck? What did you say? I was like, I got a girlfriend, man. We broke up, and I said I was going to burn her house down. And they're like, why the fuck did you say that?
So nonchalant.
I was just like, I don't know.
I'm
They're
16.
just-
What the fuck?
But yeah, so did that ride. It was like a 40-minute ride, and just laying down in a stretcher with some like cool EMTs.
Were you strapped down in the stretcher?
Yeah, they put me in
For
the
real?
yeah. It wasn't like tight, or they didn't put me in like a
Oh, okay,
like
that's
a
what I was
Hannibal
thinking.
muzzle. Dude. What the fuck? Like,
Not this time.
yeah, but
We're gonna get
shortly
you next
after
time,
we
man.
arrived to the psych ward of Kaiser of Santa Clara, checked me in. Whatever, I got in my robe. It was that was
What?
that.
They put you in a robe?
Yeah, a little robe. I got to sleep in a I don't know. You guys ever seen the cartoon Madeline where they had like that big ass room full of
A long
beds
time
and
ago.
shit? But anyway,
Madeline.
The little French girl.
the French girl.
Oh, I do remember that. Thank you. We. This guy
But-
said,
That's a
this
C?
man said C. He takes one class of Spanish. All of a sudden, he's fucking. Sorry.
I'm sorry.
Oh, but
Did they give you a big cup of pills like every
no.
television
So I
show?
was there for like 3 days. I think it was a
God damn!
It was a 72-hour hold that I had to be put on. And every day, I just slept through the first day. It was really chill. Like nothing happened other than getting,
Really chill.
other than
Your
getting
Yelp
a
review?
fucking
Yeah.
long ass ride.
5 stars.
But
fully empty.
yeah, the
Really
first
chill.
the first morning I woke up, they give you breakfast.
What you have for breakfast?
I don't remember, dude. Like
but you
fucking
remember the
Xanax
whole
or
ride.
something.
My bad, dude.
No, I'm just playing. It's like I think it's just like regular breakfast food, like
That's kinda
Kaiser
cool.
food, whatever.
I don't get fucking breakfast.
I got
in the real
slippers.
world.
Now I think about it, it's like a little hotel, dude.
Little bed and breakfast.
Okay, I shouldn't be poking fun at that, but
Again, listeners, it's a comedy podcast. We're not serious about the shit we say. If you feel sensitive about shit like this, go fuck yourself.
That's my brother.
and don't forget to subscribe.
Hey, Diego, can you come fix this mic real quick, please?
You gonna cut that?
No,
Nah,
just keep it
just
raw.
let it run.
Okay, so you're in the crazy house.
I'm
All right, 72 hours. When do you call me?
I think I call you on the first day just because I'm fucking freaking out. You know what I mean? I'm like, yo, I'm so young. Like, what am I doing here? And then it doesn't help that I'm the only person there, right?
What do you mean? In
I
the
was
whole.
like in the whole thing. There was no one else checked in, and I'm like, wow,
Slow
God,
weekend.
all the
Yeah.
slow fucking weekend, right?
It's like the exact opposite of One Flew Over the
right.
Cuckoo's Nest.
So it was cool. I mean, I had the whole place to myself. But, like you didn't get your phone or anything.
Nobody to play checkers with.
Nah, dude.
Just play yourself.
Yeah.
You gotta run to
Gotta
the other
It'd
side.
be like
Switch
that
on the other
fucking one
side.
skit from A Bug's Life, dude, where the old man just playing himself.
Oh, yeah.
Good reference.
That's
Thank
nice.
you.
Yeah, and then like
Thank you.
I called you on the first day. I was freaking out. I was just like, Gabe, like, dude, what? I guess I was just seeking like comfort.
So you're able to use the phone.
I was able to use the phone.
What the fuck? I would have called the party line, dude. Start it up.
Hey, what are you doing? You
Start
never
that
believe this.
motherfucker.
Nah, dude, I remember you were fucking bummed. I've never at that time, because we were what, 16. We've known each other probably for 4 years at the time, 4 or 5 years. I just remember like I never heard you so sad.
I mean, if any 16-year-old were in that position, I feel like they would be a little broken down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's some real shit, and
but those fucking ambulance drivers though, I remember their advice kind of like really stuck with you.
Yeah, it really did. It's just like, dude, you're so young. Like, don't throw your life away and don't get so caught up in like little bullshit like that. You know.
Mm. And then, so you and the lady at the time, Christmas tree, you guys get back together?
Did y'all fucking get back together?
I don't think so.
Oh, no, I'm fucking around.
Oh man, no, okay, that was a joke.
Yo,
okay,
what
no,
the fuck?
I actually had to think about that. I was like,
yeah.